Your IP is protected.
Yes.
I'll
copy.
Our issue is to how to help communities to govern themselves, govern thyself. How might we teach people to create better self-governance? So we thought we should come up with this service, and I'm thinking it's also kind of a product also, where people can come and collectively critique what's happening around them in terms of governance. We looked at an example, for instance, of a service road that they have, and we've had problems where the road has too many potholes because of abuse, truckers coming in and using it when they are not supposed to. So how do we govern that resource? So we're calling ourselves Tiritose, which is a Shona word and also a Rwandese word that says we are together. So this is the connotation for us in this together. We have people approaching this center. Initially, we had them in a single file, but we also thought, let's modify it a bit so that everybody is welcome wherever they're coming from. You don't have to be complying with whoever is leading the process at that particular time. So if you think you have an issue, you're free to walk in through this window. We say it's Karibu. We thought of the word help desk, what reception you are bringing, we can. So on the other side, we have this.
It's a revolving
community.
Yes, it's
an innovation. It's a community center that revolves.
It's a community center, and behind this, that's where the issues get talked about. But remember, we are underlying the word critiquing. So they're coming up, perhaps most obviously we could think of problems where thieves are being a bother because of the poor issue of their road, or they have potholes, they have garbage collecting, they have flooding on the roads and so on. But we're also saying they can bring success stories. They're also encouraged to bring success stories, like they were even able to further come up with a bridge. The bus service resumed because the bus had stopped coming because of the poor status of our road, and wheelchairs.
Wheelchairs for our disabled community.
Yeah, because you know we've got this guy here. He's a disabled guy, but he couldn't get around. So if we have a nice functional road, he's also. So we are saying, look at the nature of people we have. We've got this big no-nonsense woman. We've got youths who have their issues. They have to access school. They have to access all sorts of facilities. We have men, we have women. So they come together with all these issues that have been brought in, and they have this round table where everybody sits. Well, we know that in villages people really don't sit around a table, but this is representing people sitting together and collectively discussing issues.
Sure, continue.
Yes.
Oh, I'm just going to say, okay, dead first.
No, I'll just say our first attempt, we knew we wanted some mechanism for a dialogue and critique, but then we had thought of a product or a service, and we thought of a toolkit. And then quickly, once we started designing, we're like, oh, a toolkit will not, no one will use that. So instead, we came up with something interactive.
So that's a perfect example of a great idea in concept. When you start prototyping, you realize, this is not going to work. This is going to come down in flames. And you take a pivot. And so that's the power of, if you like 6 months worth of, field work and, so on and so forth, right? With like paper and some, pipe cleaners, you figured that out. Yeah?
No, I'm just going to let it clap.
That's a beautiful.
Rob is also a member. He designed several of the people.
And the engineering work so the wall wouldn't collapse.
It's very structurally very sound.
Good answer.
Okay.